good hard look at these numbers here because they are really impressive.
Well, we talked about how he gets out so quickly. And in his championship matches this year, 18 times starting with a strike, 14 with a double, 10 with a triple, and 8 times with a 4-bagger or better.
That's placing some serious heat on your opponents early on.
Well, that's how you win championship matches, especially from the top spot, which he's 4-2 this year. And one of the ones he lost, you know, his opponent bowled 299 at him, so he bowled 268 that game. Duke hitting both lanes, but seems to like 40 a little better, and he gets the finish there this game.
Opens with the hot hand, a beautiful strike on lane 39.
Boy, he's just getting out of every ball so cleanly.
Walter Ray never wastes a whole lot of time. Throws this one right smack dab through the nose, and that's not what we anticipated.
6, 7, 10 right out of the gate. We talked about him getting off to fast starts, and this is not the fast start that he wanted. He's going to go for this all the way down. Very accurate player. They don't call him Deadeye for nothing.
Gives it a run. A little too much. Walter Ray wearing a wireless mic, so we'll try and get some feel for what's going through his mind. But this is unbelievable here in championship matches, 10 of them, 100 frames, just 2 opens coming into tonight.
And in all of his TV appearances, 210 frames, only had 6, and he starts with an open here.
Comes back with a strike. Well, it's going to be an uphill battle all the way, I suspect, against Norm Duke now that he has an edge.
Well, Norm Duke, you know, is like a shark smelling blood. You know, he sees that open, and he's ready to capitalize on it right now. Just drilled Walter Ray. Ooh, that's the last thing I expected him to throw right to the nose. You know, I wonder if the pressure of the match and the opponent, suddenly that's the first ball he's thrown to the nose.
Uncharacteristic miss left. First time we've seen that, even close to that tonight.
Yeah.
Was he squeezing to try and make sure he got the double?
Definitely. And he chops that 6 off the 10. It looked to me like that 6 was a little bit off there. Right away, he gives it right back to Walter Ray. So we got an even match now with 10 frames to go.
Forget the high scores momentarily, but Walter Ray with a huge break courtesy of Norm Duke.
Well, that's what happens when you're in a position to try and tie a record, you know. Maybe you need those breaks like that. That is a big break.
Then a 10-pin on his good lane, the left-hand lane. Well, what do you want to bet me right now that when Walter Ray steps up on lane 40, he doesn't come away with a double?
I'll tell you, he's just been doing it all year long. We'll find out. Although Walter Ray is not as confident on this pair of lanes right now as he'd like to be. He was more confident earlier in practice. I watched the last couple of practice shots on the right lane, and the right lane is confusing him a little bit. No time at all. Good speed. Good result.
Told you.
Yeah, well, you know, you don't win an average 253 or whatever for the last 10 games without doing something right.
This guy's making the adjustments from shot to shot and lane to lane as well as anybody maybe right now in the history of the game. I'd say the only player that maybe did it better in his prime might have been Earl. Earl was sensational.
Well, this guy has a couple more weapons, though. I mean, he can throw it harder and hook it more than Earl could.
For 3 in a row. Tried to wave this one off, and now he's through the nose on the left-hand lane.
And he thought that was flush. That reactive resin bowling ball stem, when they start hooking, they go left, right through the nose. Doesn't get the break. He's going for this one, too. Not enough. 9 outs and 2 opens. He's only had 6 in the last 210 frames, and he's got 2 and 4 here. And Norm Duke gets it handed right back to him.
What a turn of events in this one. Duke chases him around a little bit on lane 40 and ends up with a shaker strike. Leads by 4, could increase it to 14.
Right now, neither player is playing their A game. It's the player that can step forward and seize the moment and the opportunity that's going to win.
Norm Duke with a double, a 14-pin lead. And now it's up to Walter Ray to try and put a couple of strikes together.
Well, he did it, but he got to stay off that nose, Dan. He's moved again.
Deeper, more hook. It needs some carry, and he gets it.
You see that ball roll out? That ball quit right at the pocket. Man, that's as much as I've seen Walter Ray hook the ball. Watch him now. He's moving left almost every shot. He's going to move left again on this left lane. Slides. Left of the third arrow, out to maybe the ninth board. Now watch the ball quit right here. Just barely gets the 4-5-7, Danny. He needs a double, Danny.
Trying to trim into the lead, comes up, needs a break, doesn't get it. 7-pin stands, and Walter Ray right now in a very precarious position.
Yeah, he's definitely not looking good. He can't get the ball flush. Light again. Boy, you had a lot of pins up there. That's the 2-pin spinning around. Gets the 7, but he's falling further and further behind. And he knows it. Frames are slipping by.
And they'll move even faster if Norm Duke gets another one right here.
Yeah. He's just too confident for him right now. He's got a better line to the pocket. Walter Ray has got to really make perfect shots to get it there, and he's not getting the breaks. He's gone high twice and got 2 splits.